الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على أفضل الأنبياء وأشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف وجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته. أما بعد، قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني. العامل على غير بصيرة لا يزداده سرعة السير إلا بعدا. One of the things that our Prophet emphasized was basira. It means to be wise and to be deep in understanding the religion. And this verse that I recited orders Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam to say to people, قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني. This is my way, that I advise people, I invite people, I call people towards Allah ala basiratin, from a kind of deep understanding. Me and anyone who wants to follow me. This is the main path of the Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is one of the characteristics of Islam, that Islam, from the very beginning, anyone who wants to enter Islam orders him or her, you have light. You have to have understanding and sightfulness. There are many riwayat. One riwayah is very famous, that one day Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa entered the masjid. He saw two groups of his companions. Some of them are worshipping, and a group of them are discussing about some masail, some issues, Islamic issues. He said, بِالتَّعْلِيمِ أُرْسِلْتُ, I am sent to teach. So I choose to go with the group that are discussing, not to the group that are worshiping. Worship is good, but more important than worship worship is knowledge. In another riwayah there is فضل العالم على العابد كفضل الشمس على النجوم or كفضل القمر على النجوم. The virtue of alim, the learned. Alim here doesn't mean someone who has turban or necessarily this clothes that I am wearing. This is a sign of being learned. Maybe in many people it is a good sign, but is not necessarily always the sign. Pardon? No. Yes. For example, in the front, war front, an alim wants to take part in a war. How can I wear these kind of things in the war? So I have to wear armor, I have to wear armed clothes, army clothes. How I can run with these clothes? I cannot. So it is not a must. One of the things that was a misconception in the past was that a learned man shouldn't wear army clothes. And if he wear army clothes, he's not adil, he's not just. Now, believe me that in the past some people said this. But if we look, Rasulullah, did he wear always, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, did he always wear such a thing? And he never, we will read in the history of Islam that he took part in the war and he was at the middle of the army. So how come that he didn't wear the special clothes? Or we have Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullah wa salamu alayhi. Other than taking part in wars and being very active in wars, he used to work in the farm. How can I work with these things in the farm? I have to change. I have to change somehow. This is not wise that say someone who is a learned man has to wear a certain clothes all the time. Some people maybe they think when we are at home we have to take these clothes always and go to bed with these clothes. It's not possible, brother. That's why this discussion that I have is due to these concepts that we have to learn what is true Islam and learn about halal and haram and makruh and mustahab and know that in different situations we have to do what? This is the thing that Rasulullah is emphasizing. And unfortunately, the same thing was the difficulty of Muslim nations during the history of Islam. For example, Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullah wa salamuhu alayhi, he had many good companions, but there were a group of his companions in the battle of Siffin that they didn't have that knowledge, deep knowledge of Islam, to be able to differentiate between the issues. So if we only consider one thing and be heedless about other things, so we would be deceived somehow with other ones or with ourselves. This to be one-side-minded, I call it, one-side-minded or one-way minded. It's very dangerous for us. We have to look at the religion from every aspect and from every situation, and to be able to differentiate and analyze the problems that we face. Always looking to one point and going towards that point, that special point, and saying that always we have to keep that point, it's very wrong. And that was the thing that deceived some companions of Amir al-Mu'mineen and some companions of Imam Hassan Mujtaba alayhi salam. The example that deceived the companions of Amir al-Mu'mineen was to honor Quran. We all know that the Muslim honors Quran. And it's our duty. It's an Islamic duty is to honor Quran. You cannot even touch the lines of Quran without wudu. You cannot give the Quran to a non-believer to touch it, or if it is belittling Quran, you cannot do it. Or you cannot throw the Quran in front of the feet of people or in a bad place. You have to keep it in a good, honored place. All these things is true, and we all believe it. The thing that happened in the Siffin was that once Muawiyah looked at the companions of Amir al-Mu'mineen and the fighters of the side of Amir al-Mu'mineen, they are getting near and near to the red tent of Muawiyah, said to Amr As, consulted with him what we have to do just now. He said, okay, go and tear a copy of Quran, and put every paper, every page of Quran on one spear, and all people say, we are Muslims, why are you fighting us? Let's do peace. Once they did this, Malik Ashtar didn't change. Amir al-Mu'mineen himself didn't change. Amir al-Mu'mineen said, we have to fight these people. These are ignorant people. These are enemies of Islam. You have to fight. But some of the people, they were deceived. They said, this is Quran. These people are honoring Quran. So we have to do peace with them. This was that deceived them. And this was the people, after a while, after the Siffin and all the history that is long, I don't want to go to that story, in details of this story, but from there, from that point, after that, these people formed a very dangerous group of Muslim people that Amir al-Mu'mineen fought with them. And Amir al-Mu'mineen said they are very dangerous for Islam. And Amir al-Mu'mineen said, we fought with them and I took out the eye of deceiving people. If I didn't do that, it was very dangerous for Islam. And some of them, when they were killed in the battle of, you are aware of this, battle of Nahrawan, that these kind of people were taking part in it. Amir al-Mu'mineen killed them, defeated them. battle was finished, Amir al-Mu'minin came on the killed body of them, and some of them had signs of sajda in their foreheads. And Amir al-Mu'minin wept for some of them and said they are the people who used to say namaz shab. But they came to this point. Why? Because they were not deep. They were one-way sighted in Islam. This is very dangerous. We have to manage ourselves to learn Islam from all aspects, from all directions. We have to know what is the requirements of every time and what Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala wants from us in every situation. Another example of this was the companions of Imam Hassan Mujtaba alayhi salam. You know that Imam Hassan Mujtaba did not make peace from the very beginning. He only made peace. First, he sent the army, he gathered people and besieged them to go and fight with Muawiyah. But at that night, that the army of Imam Hassan were there, Muawiyah started deceiving them, sending some of them money, sending some of them letters, deceiving them that if you come to me, I would give you such and such position, such and such money. So he deceived most of the officers of Imam Hassan Mujtaba alayhi salam. In the morning, Imam Hassan Mujtaba saw that there isn't any officer, and some of these, we cannot call them human beings. They ran away with their soldiers that they were obeyers of them to the side of Muawiyah. So Imam Hassan alayhi salam didn't have anyone to help him. So first he besieged people, but after that they didn't help Imam Hassan alayhi salam. And they say that in that battle, Imam alayhi salam was in his tent. He was saying salat on a piece of skin of gold. They came and take this skin of gold from Imam Hassan where he was standing. Imam Hassan didn't have any other way other than to make peace and to postpone the time for another Imam Ma'soom, for his brother, in another occasion to be able to fight these oppressors. So in that situation, some of these brave men that were very brave, they said, we have to fight the enemy. We have to fight Muawiyah. This was the thing that Rasulullah did with the enemies. This was the thing that Ali did, salawatullah wa salamu alayhi, with the enemy. So just now, that you are the son of Ali and you are the grandson of Rasulullah, why you are doing peace? You see, this is one side, one way minded. Only looks at what point. They were brave people. They were people who wanted to kill and to be killed. But they didn't understand that the situations are different. This is Imam Ma'soom that is ordering do this or do that. They didn't have this education that we have to obey the religious authority. Not the thing that we see. We see this way, always this one. This is a goal, yes, it is an Islamic goal. But in what situation and in what way? And it is astonishing that these people who were the companions of Imam Hassan Mujtaba, and maybe they were good companions, apparently they didn't have bad intentions. They came to Imam Hassan Mujtaba alayhi salam, and for the sake of Allah maybe, they thought that it is for the sake of Allah. When they want to say hello to Imam Hassan Mujtaba, said, Assalamu alayka ya mudhill al-mu'mineen. Hello to you, you that belittled believers, with your peace. You that belittle people, you that belittle mu'mineen. So you didn't follow your father, you didn't follow Rasulullah, you did peace with the oppressor. And only the ones who were deep-sighted people, the one who didn't change even 1 point from the thing that Abu Abdullah Hussein said to them. Their Imam said to them, they're the companions of Imam Hussein Salawat. All of them, don't think that they were only some battle heavily built and only powerful in body. Some of us will think that the Shuhada Karbala, all of them, they were like these wrestlers or something. They were all of them, they were very strong in body and these things. No. In the Maqatil say that some of them were reciters of the Quran. They were tiny, old men that took part in this battle. One of them is Burair ibn Khuzayr. Burair was a very old man. He was the Sheikh Qurra'i Kufa. That old man that was sitting in the masjid of Kufa and teaching Quran and reciting Quran, and they were a group of them that he led them. Once he came to the battle yard, all people were astonished that Sheikh Qurra'i Kufa is here to fight. These kind of people were the companions of Abu Abdullah Hussein, and Imam Hussein is proud of them. Not because of them to be heavily built and very strong in body. That was the great soul of them that helped them to go to the battle yard and kill so many of them before them to be killed. The thing that is important in Islam is to be deep thinking and deep understanding about the demand of every time, every situation that we are in. It is not only learning something and say, this is Islam and we have to keep it because we learn it like this. I advise all of you, brothers, sisters, and my friends, we have to be deep. And it is not possible other than we are educated. We are coming and discussing and learning about Islam and about the demands of Islam. So Abu Abdullah Hussein was very proud of his companions. And he said, there isn't anyone like the companion of me. Because once I ordered them something, I ordered them to go to the battle yard. Before they wear their armors, they wear their hearts over their armors. Because they say, you swords, if you want to hit me, before you hit my armor, hit my heart first. are the companions of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, and this is why they are precious. This is why in the ziyarah we say, Assalamu alaikum, Ya awliya Allah. Hello to you, you the friends of Allah. Ya laytani kuntu ma'akum fa'afuza ma'akum. Today, Ibn Sa'd is not in Karbala. The enemies have left. There isn't anyone there. But there are 72 bodies, beheaded bodies. The heads are sent to Kufa. The injured bodies are there. I don't know what was the situation last night and what happened. But according to some riwayat, even animals around them, the animals who were there, they hold their necks like this, looking at the bodies of shuhada and crying. In the morning, Bani Asad, a tribe who were living nearby, they came to go to their farms, to their occupation. When they came, they saw that the army has left. There isn't anyone. But a very good smell of perfume is coming with the wind that is blowing from the desert. And they didn't hear this, didn't smell. A perfume like musk is coming from the desert. What is this? Once they came, they saw a very strange scene. They saw that the 72 bodies, they are there. They are injured and killed and beheaded. They don't have any head. And this musk is coming, this perfume like is coming from them. They were yet afraid of coming, and some people say that their women said, if you don't go and bury these bodies, we would go. The men said, no, we would do it. They came to bury the holy bodies of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. And they didn't know these bodies. Who is who here? Who is Imam? Who is Ma'mum? Who is father? Who is son? Who is uncle? Who is cousin? They didn't know. Once they saw that one man is coming. He was Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. He said, if you don't know this body, I know them well. He showed a place, said to them, please dig this place. They dug that place. They prepared a grave. He said, we have to bury my father, Abu Abdullah, here. He went and took the body of Hujjatullah, Abu Abdullah. He put it in the grave and he kissed his neck and came out. They buried. After that he wrote with his finger on the sawdust of the grave, هذا قبر حسين بن علي بن أبي طالب الذي قتلوه عطشانا. This is the grave of Hussein ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, who were killed and martyred while he was thirsty. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. O sisters, oh Allah, give us the best reward in because of Abu Abdullah Hussein. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا وأغننا عمن سواك وانصرنا على من عادانا وأصلح أمر آخرتنا ودنيانا واقض حوائجنا واشف مرضانا وسلم مسافرينا. اللهم أد ديوننا، اللهم أيد علماءنا الربانيين، أيد قائدنا وولي أمر المسلمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرج مولانا صاحب الزمان.
प्यारे नबी की प्यारी नवासी, प्यारे नबी की प्यारी नवासी, शाम को कैदी बन के चली है।